You gotta let that man know he is celebrated and not just tolerated.
Yes, I like that, baby.
Let me cook, baby. You gotta let me cook.
Okay.
You gotta let me cook.
Welcome to the Lachey Lounge. I'm your host, Carly Lachey.
And y'all know me, Mr. Shanti.
And we're here to speak a little real and a little raw. So tonight's conversation, we're going to talk about lovers and friends and balance and appreciation. So my take on being lovers and friends, I mean, it's a lot of relationships out there, that you may be lovers, but I think it's real important to also be friends. I just wanted to speak a little bit about that, just because I think as long as the friendship is good and pretty strong, then you can kind of get through some hard conversations, some tough times, because at the end of the day, it's like, this is my friend. So what's your take on that, baby?
I picture it to be the same way. I think in order to be lovers, you have to be friends first, or the loving will come to an end pretty quick. We started out as friends, and it's some days you're not friends. You're gonna go through the days where you don't like each other at all. It's like but I feel like you have to keep redefining how you're friends, because if you don't, like I said, you'll just the lover part it'll come to a halt.
So when you say redefining how you're friends, what do you mean exactly? Just stating what.
The longer you're together, the longer you're in a relationship, you have to keep figuring out how to be friends.
Yeah.
You can't let it become stagnant.
You can love somebody, but you don't necessarily like them. I'ma love them every day, all day, and sometimes it's harder to like some days over the other. But at the end of the day, as long as like and love, they still, sitting up next to each other pretty high, then you can get through the day. Because it's like, okay, this is my friend, this is my lover, So you want to just make sure, being in a relationship, we say love, love, love. I love you, I love you, I love you. But liking you is just as important.
The love part is easy, I'm going to say, for men. That's just what I think. The one thing about a man, if he loves you, once he loves you, it's probably gonna forever be that. But now being a friend, that's different, because I can love you and not want to be friends with you. I can love you and not know how to be friends with you. I can love you and just be in a state where I don't want to be friends with you. Just depending on, what it is you're going through, what it is you've done, what it is you said. Because, as a man, you can't nag about every little thing. So even if, you're not speaking on it, your actions can show that you're not feeling whatever it is that's going on.
Yeah.
He's still gonna love you. He's still gonna wake up. He's still gonna be there for you. He's still gonna pay the bills. He's still gonna protect you. He's still gonna pump your gas, open your doors.
Yeah.
And we may not be friends at all at the time. Like I'm not feeling you, this, us at all. But as a man, he still have that responsibility. So, but when you got both, it just makes everything flow. It makes the relationship that much easier, I think.
So do you think us being friends, it has made hard conversation or difficult times easier to get through?
For sure. Because when you are friends too, it opens up that gate to be comfortable enough to have a conversation.
Right.
Whereas if I already don't like you, or we already can't be friends, then I can't even trust myself or trust you enough to open up to have a conversation.
Like, how do people in relationships become friends?
I think that just depends on the people in the relationships.
And what their definition of friend is.
Right. What the definition of friend is, and what are they willing to do to be friends and stay friends? Because I feel like, in my mind, the first thing you got to do is be honest on what you want and what you like.
Right.
Whether that's in life, whether that's with the way you want to be raised, the way you want to handle finances, the way you want to raise your kids, what you like in the bedroom. Like you have to be comfortable and honest with that first.
Yeah.
And then once I say, okay, I know what she likes, or she know what I like, and we like the same thing, or we are okay with the same things, okay, we can be friends about it. Because if not, if we on the opposite ends of that, until you get that worked out, you just gonna bump heads.
And what I think, look, I don't know, love and like, it's so cool because, especially in a marriage, like, you can have differences, difficult times, and then it's like, you go back and forth and you just, at the end of it, just laugh. Like, you know what? This been a marathon for absolutely no reason. Like, friends, stop playing. So I think it's super important that in your relationship, you become friends. And I mean, whether you start off as friends or whether you deep down the line and realize, okay, I love this person, I don't want to leave, I feel stagnant, but let's see how we can grow. Let's see, because your favorite color 5 years ago might be different from, or what you liked 5 years ago might be different from today, So like your partner, love your partner, be friends with your partner, because y'all know me, when I get out and when I have a good time, like, I love to have a good time with my girls, but I still have a good time with my husband. I'm talking about a blast, a ball, like, because I'm hanging out with my friends. So, and I know a lot of people, like, when they go out with their husbands, they like, oh, yeah, I'm, cutesy and demure, or whatever, the total opposite of what they would be with their friends. And I'm not knocking that person, but I'm just saying, for me, because this is my friend, I can have the same time with him that I do with my friends. So that's super important. Even though your spouse, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, is your friend, you still want to make sure that in becoming friends or being friends with your spouse, that you still have your own set of friends and your own, because like I said, I have a good time when me and him are out, but you still want to make sure that, you still have your own homeboys to hang out with or homegirls to hang out with. Just, it's just a balance. We said in a previous episode, knowing the expectations. It's just one of those things, like, hey, we might go out and hang out 5 times in a month, but I might want to go hang with the guys 2 times, or I might want to go hang with the girls twice. Those are the expectations that's notated. We know this, so boom, we can move forward, so just make sure all that is crystal clear, because I know a lot of times when, just being in a relationship and years ago, before we got our communication down pat, I used to be like, how he don't know? Because he don't know. So it's good to just set boundaries, set expectations, talk about it. It's the same way when you go work that new job. What they gonna do? Give you a list of duties. It's that same way when you go to wherever you go. What they gonna do? Give you a list of duties. I mean, anything that you do, they gonna tell you the rules and regulations. So it's kind of the same thing in a relationship. Like, you just list those expectations, and the more you do that, and it could change by the season, but the more you do that, the more you will be able to know and respect what the opposing person wants, needs, and etc. So, lovers and friends, yeah. So I have a question, and I'm using a question that was dropped in the comments. Shout out to Neek. Okay, so we still under the lovers and friends segment, right? So her question was, I can't remember exactly the way she worded it, but okay. So we said since we are friends through hardships, hard conversations, stuff like that. So now when it's time for either one, we hanging out, we having drinks,
Yeah.
and somebody feeling good. Either one of us. First, let me ask you this. This is my question. This ain't neat question. This is my question. What do you think? So if either one of us see either of us getting too, what's the word I want to use?
Lit.
Too lit. What does the other spouse do? Like, what do they do?
I mean, you just gotta let them know, like, baby, you going a little hard, dial it back a little bit, like, make that your last one, like, you lit.
Yeah.
You too lit.
So that's something you would say to me. What would I say to you?
About the same thing. I don't know, because if you saying it to me, I'm lit, so I can't just necessarily say I remember
the
exact words you saying.
Yeah.
But usually, if I know if you telling me that, then I probably didn't did too much. I try to limit that to at least twice a year, probably like my birthday and some other special occasions. So we got this thing where on her birthday, I don't really get too lit. My birthday, she don't really get too lit.
Yeah.
Just because, it's your birthday. You supposed to be lit.
Right.
You supposed to be the one getting carried out and making everybody mad because you lit and having a good time. You can have it.
Yeah.
I get that. You know what I'm saying? So my thing, the only time I'm going to say, it's like when I'm completely sober. If I'm completely sober and she on her level, that ain't always... Cause who like dealing with drunk people and you sober? Like that ain't. I'm like, baby, just go to sleep. You ain't sleeping. Like, come on, let's just get ready and go to sleep. Like, cause she got this thing that she like to do when she drunk, bro. She'll ask me the same question 20 times.
He say that, but I tell him you got to record me because I don't believe it.
Yeah, she'll ask me the same question 20 times in a different form, all 20 times. Why do you keep asking?
I don't be remembering, baby.
I know.
But I really don't. I can't recall what he's saying. But when you having a good time, you don't be knowing, And when he say for his birthday, I pull back, and for my birthday, he pull back. Like his birthday, I want to be sober. I'm like a sergeant. I'm making sure everything rolling. I'm making sure you're having a good time. Like, I'm not too sober to the point where I'm like, I'm ready for this day to be over. But I'm really thinking like, okay, are you done spending money? Like, are you done drinking? It's time. You know what I'm saying? But, it's your birthday and you deserve all the funds and all the whatever you want to do, So, I love that we do have that, like, understood, but Neek, to answer your question, who gets the most lit? I would say him.
No, the question was like,
what was it?
It was like, who's the most annoying when they're lit?
Oh, well, I think both of us would say that each other.
I don't know, babe. I think you got me beat.
Baby, please. Oh no.
I think you got me beat.
Baby, do you remember for your birthday?
I remember what I was told.
Baby, over with. No sirski. Okay, so our next topic is balance and appreciation. And I would say this is something that we do pretty well now. Now, it hadn't always been this smooth, but the more you grow in a relationship, I say every day that I try and grow in everything that I do, whether that's being a mom, wife, business owner, friend, hairstylist, whatever I do, I try and I want to grow. I want to be better in it. So now at this point in our relationship, balance is, one of those big things to me. And when I say balance, I mean balancing the household. With us having 3 kids, one having to be this way one day, this way the other, and this, you got to have some balance. With the house needing to be clean, or with the kids having to do homework or projects or cooking, you got to have some kind of balance. And it still always draws back to stating what the expectations are in a relationship. But even if you don't just, physically write them down, I still say that, each home should have some kind of balance and appreciation. That's one thing that, I'm, as a woman, and I'm sure a lot of women are big on, like, you want to hear, I appreciate you, or you want it to be acknowledged, because, we could go off into cooking and cleaning and kids this and doing that and whatever we doing around the house. So it's something as small as I appreciate you or thank you. It's just like, okay, and now my family got it so down packed. I cook every day, every other day. Whenever I cook pretty often. But when I tell you, between the husband and the kids, somebody gonna say, thank you, mama. I'm like, for cooking? But okay, I'll take that, because it fills me up, like pouring into my cup. And that's what I feel like a lot of women lack. Like, we look for our spouse and just the household to just pour into us, because we can keep a house running, but we want to feel appreciated at the same time.
Appreciation is big, especially I guess it go both ways, because as a man, I feel like, and this may not be for everybody or for every woman, a lot of men are very unappreciated. Like a lot of men don't get the appreciation I feel like that men deserve, because from a boy, men are just raised to what to do, what to say, how to act, to be a man, to be a husband, to be a father. And you don't always get rewarded for doing it right. It's just like, oh, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But it's like in society, a woman, don't get me wrong, women do their job like they do it, and they do it well. And it's like you have to. Like you have to appreciate a woman for cooking for you, for raising your kids, for having your kids, for cleaning your house, especially if she work or help out any. You have to appreciate her for this. And it's like, if a woman say, okay, I'm not appreciated enough, so I'm going to remove myself from the situation. Like, she's celebrated for that. Like, yeah, queen, you're supposed to move on because you wasn't being appreciated enough.
Baby, what's it say, yeah, queen?
Whereas, that's what the sisterhood gonna say.
Yeah.
Whereas as a man, if a man leave because he's not being appreciated, they look at him as less of a man.
Yeah, weak.
Yeah. Like, oh, you left because she wasn't saying thank you, or you left because
that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, you're a man. That's what you're supposed. But so what women, I feel like, don't know, like, most men, a real man, he gonna stay and take care of the spot that he's appreciated in, not tolerated in.
Yeah.
Most men are you just being tolerated, like they're not really appreciated, which I don't have that to say, because when I tell you, my family and my wife make sure I feel appreciated with everything I do.
Yeah.
They probably show me more appreciation than I show myself. But I see it. Like you see it, you read about it, you hear it. Like men they just don't get that.
Yeah.
And shout out to the women that do show their man the appreciation, or show their man the love, or show their man that he could be spoiled too. Like,
I want women to know that it's okay. Like, it's okay if your man do, even if you feel like it's him opening the doors, or even if you feel like it's him taking out the trash, the things that we feel like they supposed to do, it still has to go on. Like, they just want to hear it. Like, ain't no way I'ma sit and praise my son and not praise my husband. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna do that. At the end of the day, you human. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say, oh no, that's what he's supposed to do. I don't got to thank him, because guess what? If you cooking and cleaning, he could turn around and say the same thing. Then what? I want them to create a soft and a safe space for men. Like, because men, we expect them to do it for us when it comes to protecting the home or protecting us. Because one thing about me, I don't care where we going. When I'm with him, when I'm with my husband, I don't have to look at the exit doors. I don't have to nothing. Like, I'm just like, whatever. I'm just la 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 la. So I want the men have it hard enough, I always say. So I want women to start making home safe, soft. I want them to start doing that for men, because it's not enough of that going on. Like, a lot of women feel like what the men do, that's just what they supposed to do. They supposed to protect. They supposed to provide. They supposed to, but ain't nobody never said, yeah, but when he come home, I'm supposed to have on lingerie, or I'm supposed to make sure, just whatever it is. Like, I just feel like the same safety we look for them to give us, I feel like women should also make sure that they feel safe when they come home,
It's okay to spoil him too. And when I say spoil him too, it don't have to be money.
Right.
Because I know some women they're just raised that you don't spend money on a man.
Yeah.
For one, I feel like that's absurd. But okay, if that's how you feel, do something else. If you're not gonna spend money on him, at least treat him good when he come home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Run the bath water, iron the clothes, rub the back, give him a massage, make sure the food cooked, make sure that you got to do something, bro. You can't just sit up and say, okay, you're a man, you're supposed to buy me flowers, tell me I'm pretty, open my doors, protect me, pay all my bills, and you get nothing in return. Like, what do I get in return? Just to say that you my woman, or just to say that we can lay down in the bed sometimes and have sex? Like, is that all?
Right.
Like, any woman can do that.
Right. That's right.
Any woman can do that. So what's gonna make him keep choosing you?
Right.
You gotta do something to make him keep choosing you. You gotta let that man know he is celebrated and not just tolerated.
Yes. I like that, baby.
Let me cook, baby. You gotta let me cook. Okay. You gotta let me cook. See that a lot of times though, and you know, it's part of society and the upbringing, because you know, girls are raised that, you know, you're a princess, you're a queen, the world revolves around you. This is what a man should treat you like, and nobody really teaches a man like what he's supposed to expect from a woman, or what he's supposed to get from a woman. They just tell him what to do to keep one. You know what I'm saying? In order to keep your woman, you know, protect her, provide for her, listen to her. You know, like. Yeah, no, you got it has to go both ways.
It's a two-way street for sure.
Yeah, it has to go both ways.
It's a two-way street. And not seeing women wrong, because I'm team woman, queen, lady. You know, I do think that if women show men more appreciation, that men would, you know what I'm saying? That's where he would.
Right, that's where he would want to stay.
Yeah,
it ain't nothing that can take him from you.
I really do think, and I ain't talking about looking good. I'm talking about like you say, okay, don't spoil your man. Well, me, I look, as much as mine spoil me, I'ma spoil him. I just feel like that's how I go. But even if you don't want to do it financially, you know, put some little sticky note, cute little letter in his sun visor. He gonna eventually pull it down one day. Put a cute little something in his glove box. He gonna eventually go in it one day. You know, buy something that he said, dang, I need some socks to go with. You know, just randomly do that one day. You know, just because, the same way we look for just because flowers, or just because I need you to rub my feet because I'm tired today. They be tired too. The more he pour into me is as much as I'm supposed to pour back. So I want women to keep that in mind and just know that it's okay. Like, I know back in the day, women were probably looking at this like, oh, nah, baby, you don't do this and that for a man. But let me tell you, I got a client. She a more mature, you know, lady, married and everything like that. And we was having a good conversation. She said, baby, take care of your man. That's whatever you do, whatever it takes. You take care of your husband. Me and my husband been together 30 plus years, and you know, you want to take care of your husband, because that's what you signed up for, you know. So take care of your man. And I mean, like, and the difference is, like, what I used to think was taking care of him wasn't even his definition. It was just what I was wanting. So you want to even make sure that taking care of him is what you're doing, is what aligns with what he wants. And what he need, right. You know what I'm saying? Not you just doing it like, yeah, I did this, I did that, I did that, I did that, I did that. And then he'll be like, baby, but I didn't ask you to do that. Didn't need none of that. But this is what I do need. Yeah, appreciate it. Like, dang.
Appreciated what you did.
Yes.
It really didn't help me. That was just something to say. You say you did something.
Exactly. So once I start tapping into, okay, what do you need? What do you like? Then I'm like, okay, because what I'm doing, I'm in overdrive. Right. I'm robbing myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking you want way up here when really you only want a back rub. I'm like, now I could have been passing out back rubs. That's simple.
Could have saved yourself some time, some money, and some energy. Yeah. You know, and you know, most men, I'm not all of them, most men are simple. But one thing about a man gonna take care of what take care of him. So if his woman take care of him, he gonna take care of his woman. If his car take care of him, he gonna take care of his car. If his
Yeah.
house take care, he gonna take care of anything he love and appreciate and he gonna take care of. That's just what men are, that by nature. No matter what we at or what we doing, it ain't her, in my mind, it ain't her job to be trying to wonder if we gonna be somewhere and be safe or come out of somewhere and that's my job.
Yeah.
So we go in the restaurant, okay, baby, you sit right there. I'm gonna sit right here. I need to see the door. I need to see the exit. I need to be able to
Baby,
see
you
the
got
people.
this so bad.
It's just second nature. Like I feel like I was raised on survival. Like you got it right. That's what I mean.
I mean, it's a lot of things that, you know, gender roles or whatever.
Yeah.
This person supposed to do this person. But man, when it comes to now, I was raised off love. You was raised off survival. But even with what I've watched you do for the family, man, I'm like, okay, what could I do to help? How could I need to, like, what? Like, you got to be, now if he ain't doing absolutely nothing.
That's different.
That's different.
That's different.
But if you got somebody that's trying to figure it out, not procrastinate, you know, putting one foot in front of the other, then boom. If you wanna, you wanna help him figure it out, or what could I do to make it better? That's me as a woman, like, you know. And 9 times out of 10, like during the ice storm, we went to the grocery store. I'm gonna walk all the way and through there, up and down each aisle. When it's time to go leave, bucket full of groceries. It's icy and cold out here. Now the first thing I say is, you want me to help you? Baby, go get in the car.
Please.
But at least I offered the help. So
She tried helping, but you know.
yeah, but when he said go get in the car, I ran so fast because you ain't got to tell me twice. It's cold.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like,
You appreciate the offer.
it's okay to be a team player.
Yeah.
Like, it don't have to be, oh, he's supposed to do 80% and I do. No, man.
Yeah.
Nah, you do whatever you need to do for the time being. We don't do no 50-50. We don't do no 80-20. We don't do no 64. We don't do none of that. Whatever you need to be at for the time being, that's just how it goes. That's just the bottom line. Because guess what? Even if I got to give 100% today and he gives 0, guess what? It's going to be a day where he got to give 100 and I give 0.
Right.
So I have a question, because we hadn't always had the acknowledging appreciation down pat, right?
Right.
So in your case, coming from, you know, survival, for men that don't know how to just say thank you, or I see what you're doing, or, you know, how did you click that switch? Like, I know I mentioned it to you, like, baby, if I'm gonna did this,
Right.
this, and that.
So it's just I feel like it's just wanting to be there for your person. Like back then I didn't realize that you wanted it to be verbalized. You wanted it to be acknowledged. In my mind, if I'm providing and protecting, or at least that's what I thought back then, you should know. Like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, if I'm here, if I'm choosing to be with her, if I'm choosing to protect her, if I'm choosing to love her, I'm choosing to be in a relationship with her, she should know that I'm loving and appreciating her. But that's not always the case. Like, cause like, it's like you said, it put an extra pep in your step to hear it or to feel it. Like, it makes you want to keep doing it. It's just like you going to work and you working your ass off.
Yeah, and they telling you doing good.
Right, and but let's just, I was going to say, you going to work and you work your ass off every day, and the boss don't never say nothing. Don't never say nothing. But as soon as you miss a day or you mess up on something, they coming to chew you out, and you like,
what about all the times?
I didn't. Been, no, I'm saying I didn't work 6 months straight. Didn't take a day off. Didn't mess up. Nothing, you know what I'm saying? That, like, you need that. Like, you want your boss to come and say, hey, bro, you know you're doing a good job. Like, keep that up. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's as a man or a woman. You just want that. That's for our kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
Even
sure.
the kid want to hear that. Hey,
yes, I agree.
because you going to get on your kid. You know your kid play sports or in school, and they gonna mess up.
You want them to be their best self, so when they do.
Yeah, I had to be intentional about making sure that, you know, I let my wife know when she's doing good, or I let my kids know when they're doing good, because my kids, for sure, you know, in the sports world or in the academics, I'm gonna chew them out when they do something bad.
Right.
So when they do something good, I have to give them that same love and that same praise.
Period.
And that's just being a human. Like, you want it like that. it fills you up. It makes you want to keep doing it. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to go back and say the first segment, the first topic was about lovers and friends.
right,
You remember that used to be our song?
for sure.
Why don't we listen to that anymore?
I don't know. I think we saw it. Like, it's just like the time. So, as time go on, you get new songs.
What's our song right now?
I would say, what's the name of the song?
Come on, you better get it right. You better. What's the name of the song right now?
Ooh, ah. Is that
Oh, yes. Yeah, you got it right. Yeah. Ooh, ah.
yeah, that's a new song.
Yeah.
That's our new song.
That's our song right there. But do you know? Okay, so when I went and downloaded that song, the artist is 3 Piece. Do you know? I
3 Piece.
don't know who that is.
Yeah, the artist is 3 Piece. I knew that.
Is that 3 people?
I don't know. I know they're a group, but I don't know exactly how many people are in it. But it is a group.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how many people in it.
Yeah.
Because they got another song.
So aside from the ooh, ah, the romantic, what's another good song that I always vibe to? What we vibing to right now?
I mean, we got so many.
On some late night rides and vibes. What's one we'll pick?
We just did Dej Loaf. We had fun with it.
Yeah, there was. You know what? What we didn't play though?
Jeezy, Hustler's
Hustle
Ambition.
Ambition, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what we didn't play with Dej Loaf? Me, You, and Hennessy.
Yeah. I guess we ain't ride long enough. Because it's the crazy. It was actually coming up next though.
Yeah, that's one that
But we had made it home by then.
I really like Me, You, and Hennessy, but Hustler's Ambition.
No,
yeah.
but you know what? No, you know what happened? You switched it. You said go.
I'll
play
go to
it.
OI.
Yeah, that's what happened. That's why we didn't make it to
that's
that.
exactly what happened. Yeah. My ambitions as a hustler. Yeah. But we gotta roll to that Lovers and Friends, baby. That was the topic for the night, so we gotta go and run that Trey Songz back. Where is Trey Songz?
I have no idea. I ain't really heard from him lately.
You ain't talk to him?
No. I gotta call my boy Trey to see what he got going on.
Yeah. Okay, well, we want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in for tonight. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff, whatever it takes. And stay tuned. Share. All that good stuff. We'll be back with another episode next week. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay warm. And stay hydrated, okay? Talk to y'all later. Bye.
The Wesley way.
Yes.